15 Awesome Dating Tips, Things You Should Never Do on a First Date. Embarking on a first date can bring a mix of excitement and nervousness, as there's a myriad of unknowns to unravel. Will your date find you appealing? Will the feeling be mutual? Questions about their manners, sense of humor, and more may arise. While the fundamental dating advice is to be yourself, it's crucial to avoid certain actions on a first date. Paying attention to these guidelines is essential if you aim to create a positive first impression. 1. Don't be late. It is essential to consistently show respect for other people's time. Arriving late for your first date, or any other engagement, is highly disrespectful and conveys a lack of appreciation for the value of their time. If you find yourself running behind schedule, make a point to call and inform the person, preferably before the designated time. 2. Don't cancel at the last minute. As emphasized earlier, time is precious. If you've already committed to a date, avoid canceling at the last minute. Just as you wouldn't appreciate someone canceling on you abruptly, extend the same respect and ensure that you honor your commitment by showing up as planned. 3. Don't ignore your appearance. Initial impressions carry significant weight, and the opportunity for a second one may not arise. While staying true to yourself is key, it's crucial to showcase the most favorable version of who you are. Regardless of a challenging day, refrain from going on a date in unkempt or shabby attire. Invest the time and effort to present yourself in a polished and presentable manner. 4. Don't have your phone out. Engaging in texting or answering calls during a first date is a major etiquette violation. It comes across as rude, disrespectful, and gives the impression that the person you are communicating with on your phone is more important. Social media updates on platforms like Facebook and Instagram can be postponed until you're back home. Instead of being fixated on your phone, sharing the details with friends, simply savor the moment by keeping your phone tucked away in your pocket or purse. 5. Don't order messy food. Given that numerous first dates involve sharing a meal, it's advisable to steer clear of certain items on the menu. The initial date often brings nervousness, which may lead to a touch of clumsiness. To sidestep any potential mishaps and prevent wearing your clumsiness, opt for foods that are not messy. Save the wings or ribs for a subsequent date to ensure a more composed dining experience. 6. Don't neglect your breath. Keep in mind that you'll likely engage in a lot of conversation and attentive listening during your date, hopefully. While garlic tends to be the most notorious for causing unpleasant breath, the same principle applies to anything you consume. Maintaining fresh breath is particularly crucial if you anticipate ending your first date with a kiss. Additionally, it's worth noting that people generally don't relish kissing someone with the scent of an ashtray, so if you wish to avoid making your breath smell or taste like one, refrain from lighting up. 7. Don't forget your manners. Lacking proper etiquette, like using profanity, picking teeth, or licking fingers, does not contribute to a positive impression. Such behaviors are not only off-putting but also inappropriate for a first date. This initial meeting is not the appropriate occasion to showcase your self-comfort. Instead, it's a time to concentrate on the other person and, ideally, avoid actions that might repulse them. 8. Don't be shy. Your date has willingly agreed to spend time with you, indicating a level of interest. Embrace confidence and have a good time. While maintaining conversation is beneficial to avoid uncomfortable silences, it's equally important to give your date opportunities to express themselves. Occasionally, take a pause, allowing your date to share their interests. It's also prudent to have some engaging questions prepared to sustain the flow of the conversation. 9. Don't talk about yourself endlessly. Here's another significant dating error to steer clear of. While possessing self-confidence is undeniably appealing, it's advisable to allow your actions to demonstrate your confidence. Keep in mind that your date is still getting to know you, and incessantly discussing yourself might give off a somewhat narcissistic vibe. Additionally, it's crucial to avoid delving into personal problems. Complaining and whining can be irksome in general. Dating should be an enjoyable chance for two individuals to acquaint themselves with each other, so it's essential to keep that in perspective. 10. Don't talk about your past relationships. Discussing your ex on a first date is a significant deterrent. If you find yourself compelled to bring up your ex, it might indicate that you haven't fully moved on, and perhaps you shouldn't be on a date in the first place. Similarly, probing into your date's past relationships is inappropriate for a first date and can make the atmosphere uncomfortable. Save such inquiries for another occasion, keep the focus on the present and leave the past behind. 11. Don't talk about marriage or babies. Avoid discussing topics like marriage, meeting parents, or having children on a first date. It may sound absurd, but some individuals actually broach these subjects. Dating should progress step by step, and delving into such matters only tends to make your date feel uneasy. On the contrary, if you have children, omitting this information can raise concerns about transparency and honesty. Your date deserves to be aware of potential aspects of your life if they choose to pursue a relationship with you. 12. Don't overdo compliments. Although expressing compliments to your date is a positive gesture, excessive praise can give off an impression of desperation. Instead, convey your appreciation for the date by making observant remarks, such as commenting on unique features like freckles or the pleasant sound of their voice. Aim for honesty in your compliments, avoiding anything that may come across as tasteless. 13. Don't flirt with other people. A crucial aspect to keep in mind during a date is to dedicate your complete attention to the other person. Avoid offending your date by being inattentive and creating the impression that someone else is more deserving of your focus. Such behavior is simply impolite. 14. Don't expect that the other person will pay. Although it's considered gentlemanly for the man to pay on a first date, it's important not to assume this role. Nowadays, it's not unusual to split the bill during initial dates, so ensure you have sufficient funds with you to avoid any surprises when the bill arrives. 15. Don't forget to make sure your date gets home safe. Gentlemen, extend the courtesy of offering to drive your date home. If you lack a car or if she prefers not to get in your car, arrange for a cab or Uber to ensure her safe journey home. This small yet considerate gesture will not only earn you favor and enhance your image, but it may also leave a positive impression that increases the likelihood of a second date. What do you think? What are your biggest first date no-nos? We want to know. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.